There's a question that has quietly taken root in the minds of many today. A question that isn't asked out loud but lingers in the quiet moments. What does it mean to be a man in this world? For some, the question sparks anger. For others, a painful emptiness. And yet, for all its weight, the silence around this question remains deafening. Why? Because answering it demands vulnerability in a world that often punishes men for showing their hearts. This is not a story of blame or judgment. It's a journey, a deeply human one. Today, we'll explore what Trevor Noah, a man who has navigated an extraordinary path of personal reflection, insight, and storytelling, shares about the struggles of men in modern times. Together, we'll look at the anger, isolation, and profound longing for purpose that so many feel, not as distant observers, but as explorers, diving deep into the shared human experience. You're here for a reason. Maybe it's curiosity, maybe it's hope, or maybe it's because, somewhere inside, you recognize the echoes of this struggle in yourself or someone you love. Either way, this isn't just a video. This is an invitation to reflect, to grow, and perhaps to begin seeing yourself or the men in your life through a new, more compassionate lens. If this journey resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to the channel and join a community committed to exploring the depths of the human experience. Your story matters, and together, we can create a space where reflection and growth thrive. From the earliest moments, many boys are handed an unspoken script. Be strong. Don't cry. Provide. These words seem simple, almost noble. Yet beneath them lies a crushing weight. What happens when a man doesn't feel strong? When his tears threaten to betray him? When the role of provider seems out of reach? Trevor Noah captures this reality when he speaks about the shifting expectations in society. He points out that historically, purpose was often handed to men on a platter through wars, jobs, or societal structures. But today, the map is gone. Many men feel adrift in a sea of endless possibilities, yet paralyzed by fear of failing at all of them. What if purpose isn't given to you, but something you must create for yourself? One of Trevor's most poignant observations is how anger and isolation have become the silent companions of many young men. Anger, he explains, is often the shield they wear when sadness or fear feels too dangerous to show. And isolation? It's not just about being alone. It's the feeling of being an outsider, even in a crowded room. Let me share a story. There was a young man named Eric who spent his evenings glued to his screen, lost in the world of online games. To his parents, it seemed like a waste of time. But to Eric, it was his only lifeline to connection. Through his headset, he spoke to friends from all over the world. These were the moments when he could express himself, awkwardly at first, but with growing confidence. He didn't know their real names or faces, but in their shared battles, he found a bond stronger than the silence of his everyday life. Trevor speaks to this duality, the strange paradox of finding connection in virtual spaces while struggling to connect in the real world. The question is, how do we bring that connection out of the digital and into the tangible? Trevor shares an insight that strikes at the heart of male friendships: the need for a third thing. Whether it's fishing, video games, or fixing a car, men often rely on shared activities as a bridge to deeper connection. But what if we dared to go beyond that? Imagine this. Two friends sit by a lake, fishing rods in hand. The fish don't bite, and the air grows still. One of them turns and asks, "What's been on your mind lately?" For the first time, they have no third thing to distract them. Just words. Just vulnerability. That's the moment when connection becomes transformative. If you're watching this, ask yourself, when was the last time you truly connected with someone? Not over work, sports, or shared tasks, but heart to heart? Purpose is a word that feels immense, like a mountain too high to climb. Yet Trevor reminds us that purpose doesn't always need to be grand. It can be found in small, consistent acts, in the quiet joy of helping a friend, learning a new skill, or simply being present. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you nurture. Take John, a retired mechanic who felt his life had lost meaning after he stopped working. One day, he decided to teach a neighborhood kid how to fix an old bike. What started as a small gesture grew into a local workshop where young people came to learn from him. John's purpose wasn't in the bike, it was in the relationships he built through it. So, what can we do? How can we start breaking the cycles of anger, isolation, and purposelessness? Here are 3 practices you can begin today. 1. Create space for vulnerability. Start small. Share something honest about your day with a friend or family member. Model the vulnerability you wish to see. 2. Invest in community. Join or create a group around something you enjoy, be it a book club, a sports team, or a creative project. The act of showing up consistently can transform loneliness into connection. 3. Reflect daily. Ask yourself questions like, what brought me joy today? What challenged me? How did I show up for others? Writing these down can help you track your emotional growth. As we wrap up, let's return to where we began. What does it mean to be a man in this world? Perhaps the answer isn't in achieving or proving anything. Perhaps it's in the courage to simply be, to share your heart, connect deeply, and to find purpose in the act of living fully. To all the inner explorers watching today, I leave you with this. Reflect on the relationships in your life. Who can you reach out to? Who might need to hear the words, I see you. I'm here for you. And if you found value in this journey, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation alive, because the whispers of the mind are always louder when shared. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep exploring. Thank you for walking this path with me today. If this resonated with you, like this video, share it with someone who might need these whispers, and let me know in the comments your thoughts and experiences. Together, let's continue exploring the depths of the mind and the beauty of self-discovery. Take care, inner explorer. Until next time, may you always honor the whispers of your mind.